It is so good to see you all. And it's good to see you all after all these years, and everybody knows that it's not been all easy. Fame has done different things for each one of you. You all might be living the same experience, but you experience different things. In your bio, it said something very interesting. It said the Backstreet Boys are going to recapture the magic of the past. And I didn't agree with that line. I said, no, I think the Backstreet Boys are going to create new magic. This album is definitely growing, a different sound for you guys, much more confidence. And I want to know, what was the criteria? Now that I'll shut up and let you talk. What was the criteria this time around, making this album?
Well, we started back about a little over a year and 5 months ago, when we all came together after taking a nice, healthy break, and we felt like we were all in the same space once again, and a good mind frame to move forward with making this album. And but the first thing we wanted to do was totally just get out there and experiment, because we hadn't made an album in a while, and since the last album, music has changed quite a bit.
The album is entitled Never Gone. I mean, and if you, before even listening to the song, if you see the title, you realize that what you're trying to tell your fans is, despite the fact that there was this 5-year break, you guys have been around doing different things. Kevin, you co-wrote this song. I also met you at a time when you were very vulnerable, when your father had passed away, and he didn't get to see the glory and all the hard work that you put into this. So for this to be the title track of the album moved me, so I can only imagine what it did for you, because it's about your father, and it's about the fact that you guys have never been gone. Was it difficult to sing that song?
Well, I've been wanting to write a song with my father in mind and kind of dedicate it to my dad for a long time. And I've had this music and I've been playing it for a long time, but I could never put the words, could never come up with the right words. I'm more of a melody type person when it comes to lyrics. I think too hard about it and I don't let it flow out of me, and I'm a bit of a perfectionist still when it comes to my own music.
What did your mother say? Did you play it for her before she?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
Oh, she teared up. You know, she thought it was beautiful.
Yeah,
my brothers love that song, and I'm proud of it.
You should be. Okay, so you've never been gone. You've all been doing individual things. Obviously, my first interview back with the Backstreet Boys, I want to talk about the trials and tribulations that you've all had to face. Now, AJ, I was so saddened when I saw the trouble that you were going through. I know that your mother traveled with the band for so long, and you had decided that for some reason you were going to start experimenting with drugs, and that sort of took over, and your friends had to watch this. I just want to know, do you remember the night that you made that decision that you were going to start to experiment with drugs? Do you remember what you were thinking?
The first time I tried drugs was the night that we shot the Call video. I was at the L'Ermitage Hotel here in Los Angeles with an ex-friend of mine. We are no longer friends for obvious reasons. I had been drinking the night before, and I was in one of my places where I just, you know, I didn't like who I was. I didn't care. I didn't give a crap. I was not a very happy person inside. He had offered me drugs, and I turned it down, and then I just took it upon myself to you know, try it. And for all I knew, it could have killed me there on the spot, like it's done to many people that try it. And you know, I don't believe in the quote-unquote addictive personality disorder. I believe everything in your life is a choice. You choose to have one drink or to finish off the whole bottle. You choose to experiment with drugs, and you can completely cut it off, or you continue to do it. And it just escalates and escalates and escalates until it completely consumes you.
So what you're saying to me is that you made the choice that you were going to continue to use. It wasn't enough for you just to try. What did it do for you? What did you think of yourself while you were high that you didn't feel about yourself when you weren't?
Well, you pretty much just said it. I didn't feel.
Okay.
I didn't have to feel. I didn't want to feel. You know, and it's really kind of ironic, because I was talking to a buddy of mine who's in the program this morning on our way here to do press today, and I told him, I said, dude, I'm really, like, I'm not sleeping too well these days. Our schedule's getting really hectic. I'm really tired. And I said, But the way I look at it now is this is the first time that I've done all this type of stuff. And normally when I would get stressed out or whatnot before, I would leave the interview after we're done and I'd go to the bar and drink if I was stressed out, or I'd go home and get high. And now I've lost my privileges. And so now I feel everything. And I absorb everything and I appreciate everything and I can visualize everything and I can understand everything now. And
well, I'm looking at you, and you look much healthier to me as well.
Thank you.
But I want to know something, guys. Were you, other than being worried for him, once you get past the worry, were you mad at him? Because were you angry?
Absolutely.
Did you voice that?
Responsibility factor that we knew of him before in the past. I mean,
He used to take pride in what he is in his vocals and coming to rehearsals and his performance and
pulling
his
weight.
appearance.
Yeah.
And he wasn't pulling his weight. He was throwing it all away, and we couldn't understand why. You know, the first time I realized AJ may have an alcohol problem, and you know, we didn't know about the drugs until it was way too late. Right. But the first time I really said, uh-oh, is he came to the studio one day and he's like, sorry I'm late, you know, I went to the bowling alley and I had a couple shots of Jack Daniels to clear my throat out. I was, my throat was feeling bad. I'm like, what the hell? You know, what's going on? Why'd you do that? What's going on here? This is not the guy that I know. So that's when it all started.